All right, folks, it is a new day. I picked up some basically bed liner. It's basically what I am going to use under the hood of that thing. It's been a fresh day. I'm not so upset with this thing anymore. But what I want to do, just to bust this up, I'm going to do a little bit of work. I think I'm going to try to make that AC bracket for the motor. I'm probably going to pull this hood off, just kind of get the body work done on it. I just think if I just rough it out, I don't care about priming it. I think if I can at least just body work it and then do something else, this won't be so bad. That was a lot of body work, but it wasn't too bad. That only took, whatever it was, 2 days. So I think I'll spend the evening here just working on this hood quick, see where we get, and then build some brackets. Like I say, try to build some brackets to hold the AC pump would be ideal. We're just going with one of these universal ones. I don't know. Some folks had sent me some links to things, but there's no measurements or nothing, so I think I'll just wing it. We'll start with a single bracket and kind of just keep working our way with it. Hopefully, I got to do something with this that there's some adjustability on it that I can tighten a belt. That's the only thing. Other than that, I played a little bit here, got a little bit of gap down here, and then fixed this a wee bit. But overall, we're doing good on the hood. It's just everything about it's just going to be what it is. A whole lot of mud. No big deal. We've got to straighten up a few things in the front, but it's not too big of a deal. We're going to pull it off. We'll grind it, dress it really quick. See how we can strip this thing. Maybe I'll blitz it with the laser only because it's makes the most sense to try to at least get the worst of the scale off, and then I will maybe I'll hit that surfacer to get the rest of it off. You can see how much grinding and everything we've been doing here. There's just mountains of grinding dust here, so I'm going to clean all this up first and then basically pull the hood off. Actually, should do something with that condenser, but I don't have any fittings to go onto there, and it's brass or copper, so I don't have any bits I can put on there to bolt things together later. So anyways, let's get started. I may have gotten a little carried away and did a lot of experimenting. So I basically just wanted to blast the inside, which is pretty nice. We're just going to undercoat it. Then I decided to do the outside because we have to strip it anyways. And that worked out, I don't know, pretty good. I'm going to use that rust converter stuff and I'll just wipe this down because you can see still a little bit. I don't want to keep going. I was kind of hitting it at different angles and things just to not put a lot of heat into it. Then we came over here and I just kind of got distracted and was curious how it would work for stripping onto here. And it works not bad. You can kind of see, well, you can see here, there's still stuff and I can keep going over it. So it's a hit and miss. This is what I'm seeing. Like, I do like it. We do the strip. Basically, if we do the initial strip with the laser, it's not so bad, the sand. If we use the sand or the drum sander, they feel about the same if I use sandpaper or that. I'm stripping it with 80. If I put 40, it doesn't even do anything really. So the 80 is better. Then just as a control, I guess, I try it on this side. We did the stripping wheel on there and it works about as fast. The sander and the stripping wheel work about the same, but I feel the drum is a little more finished, but everything still seems rusty. I don't know if you can see or not, but it's kind of what I kind of been noticing. So the laser kind of, instead of me going through tons and tons of paper, that thing doesn't use any consumables, so I kind of blitzed over it really quick. And then I could either hit it with the drum sander or the sandpaper and kind of finish it off. Going from scratch, how do I put this? What I've been finding, if you run with the laser, I do it in 2 passes. It kind of, you get this product, which is not bad. I'm okay with that. But then I still want to sand it and rough it up a little more. So then over here, I hit it with the drum sander and it pretty much polishes it. Pretty happy with that, but I need it to be rough to be able to put bodywork on. It's probably good to prime maybe, like it's, I don't know. So I'm kind of mixed. It's just everything takes a long time. I guess that's where I'm going. I want it to go faster, but it doesn't. On the rusty hood though, they worked really well for that. I was happy with that. That didn't take very long. You've seen some of it. I don't really know how long. I'm terrible at keeping track of my time, so I should start putting a clock around places so folks can see how long stuff takes. But anyways, this worked okay. See, I came up here and hit it with a sander, and it's like, well, that worked good. Like, it stripped it very well, so I don't know. It's all... Everything works about the same speed, I guess, is where I'm going. That's what I find, I feel. Just depends how much sandpaper a fella wants to go through. The drum sander seems to work good, but it puts no bite into it after. It seems to almost polish it. So that's no good either, if you're doing body work anyways. I don't know. That worked fine. I'm gonna rub this thing down, give it some a rust treatment. Well, actually, I'm probably gonna sand this yet. The inside, I think, is roughed up enough that I can just paint it and call it done. I'm not doing anything fancy under the hood. We don't care there. I still got to pull these strut bars off so I can, they need to be fully welded here. And, well, that kind of would conclude that once we actually get some body work on there. I think once I get the first round of body work on that thing, then I'll start goofing around with the AC pump and try to mount that compressor, or the condenser. The condenser I don't think is a big deal. I don't even know where it is now. Oh, right there. I just got to figure a way to put ends on it. I don't want to hose clamp it like it was. I'd rather there be a proper kind of fitting, screw together fitting on it. I guess these will hold for, you know, a couple hundred PSI. Clearly did in the day. But if I can solder something on there, that'd be better in my eyes. At least I have just a random condenser anyways. That hopefully works. If not, I have another one in the other shed. Anyways, I've been babbling a lot. So, well, let's go back to some more sanding. that is extremely excessive, but I am hoping I can do this in 2 coats. That is a big area to smear everything. We'll experiment because we finished off the 1 can, so we'll see how much I sand off and how much fits back into the pail. Anyways, this has got multiple coats going on, so I am going to let this thing settle. I'm going to go in for supper. I will come back and we will start aggressively just burning through 36 grit in the hopes of chewing through this in a hurry. Well, one more smear. We'll see how this goes. You can see I kind of was sanding till we kind of seen some steel. We're just trying to get this hood pretty straight, like straight enough that hopefully the high build fixes it. Seems excessive, probably is, but that hood's in pretty rough shape. It's been cut up a lot. Anyways, everything's like not good, but I want to get any of the low spots out, and then I'll pull out the hand sander and we'll kind of try to smooth things up a little bit, and then we'll just hit it with 4 coats, 3, 4, 5, 6 coats of high build. I don't know. Basically, we'll throw a little bit of high build on it, block it out. Hopefully it looks pretty straight. It's kind of an important thing. It's just something you're staring at all the time while you drive, so it'd be nice that it was straight to look at. Yeah, I haven't done anything else on here. I wanted to work on the AC, but I kind of switched gears here and I just kind of like stripping the body down. I don't know how much more I'll do. Maybe I'll save that for a different day, but I do got to get over to the table. I've seen tons of these brackets for the AC. They're fairly affordable if you live in the States. They're not so much by the time I get them here. I think it's like almost $300 for these plates. I'm going to try a little bit. If it turns into hot garbage, then I guess I'll just order something, but I'm hoping I can do what I need. I did check Amazon, and I do have some fittings on here that I can actually like solder on so that I can hook it to my system. So we will get back to that one eventually, but we will probably mount it as long as it's in a way that I can get at the 2 lines. I don't know if I can. I have to measure them. Yeah, whatever. Getting distracted again. Anyways, I might pull the wipers off. We might sand this some more, but I know Rolly's coming tonight and he's going to work on his Essex, so I'm going to, I don't know if he needs my help. I think he's just bracing up under that brace there or something, but yeah, just a jabbering away waiting for Bondo to dry. Well, I am thoroughly impressed. First shot, actually built something. Right. Anyways, we got this bracket. I based this off of, I seen some Vintage Air sell some universal brackets. So I found a drawing of one, kind of mirrored it. It just goes here. And then there's an adjuster on top, so you can kind of do your built thing. Anyways, next step is going to be to make a simple bracket here. There's 3 holes in the head, so I'm going to make a plate that comes off of here with a flat mount, and then I'll probably cut out so a guy can get in here and still do this. That way it'll bolt here, and then I have a choice of either, I think my alternator runs there, so I could run here to the power steering and then up to the AC. So I think that's going to be my plan, but for now I just got to figure out the measurements from here to here to here, and level it off to a plate, to which then we can basically weld this thing to, which should put the AC unit like up here somewhere. Well now, I've been fiddling around. We kind of got our hood all finally back on. Should be permanent, I hope. Had to do a few adjustments. The undercoating was, well, it was like a bed liner, and it was, you know how bed liners are? And I could spray it on. It's this Rust-Oleum stuff, and you can spray it on bare metal and stuff, it says, but, oh man. You know what? That thing would probably be a lot more full if I wasn't doing it by the door and all my stuff blew out, but I'm okay with that. Considering we put about 3/4 of a pail on, we got about half of it back. Anyways, on here we got this thing on. It's in, we got a kind of a speckle finish. I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, I thought it would be a little more textured. That's not very much, but down here, I got our AC pump bracket, worked awesome. It's in, we got our adjustability. It's piggybacking off the power steering and the water pump, so we're only running a single belt. I don't know how to put a second one on, and it doesn't really bother me. It's kind of got its own belt, and then power steering's got its own, and the alternator's got its own, so pretty happy the way that is. We'll have to sit and figure out how to plumb that over into the condenser once I actually do order those lines. But overall, that was a lot of work, but we have a much nicer gap in here, and I'm happy with that. The hood is mediocre, okay. I haven't done any hand sanding on it, but I think we'll wait till I kind of get to the rest of the truck. Might have to just strip it all just so it's like ready for mud whenever I get ambitious and want to do it. This side's not bad, still needs a whole bunch of sanding and stuff, but for the most part, it's actually stripped. So anyways, folks, I'm thinking that is probably where I'm gonna leave this one. Though I think I kind of succeeded everything I wanted to do. I don't know. I got the AC pump on, so that's a win. I keep talking about that. We got the hood is like, it's not ready for primer, but it's very close. And we may as well just prime the whole front end of the truck when I get to that. I need a break from that. I think this round I'm gonna start farting around and seeing if I can figure out what to do with this top. That's kind of have to get that going. We're trying to set a goal for back to the 50s, and we're doing Lone Star, and there's a bunch of things coming up. We're going to be over at Carl's for a little bit, getting his ramp truck ready. So, yeah, hopefully I actually get everything done on this thing. Anyways, folks, as always, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.